think in this situation, both Thresh or Braum would make sense for Rogue Warriors here. I think Rogue Warriors could be pretty happy with their draft. I think bot lane, Set has better priority contestation level 1.
Here we go.
And it looks like, yeah, that neutral lane state paying off.
You're absolutely right. They've set up the neutral lane state. They've set up a gank for Xiao Hao. They've set up an early kill onto Yu Yanja. Rogue Warriors just playing the fleet. Happen to have good lane matchups, which they do so far, right? We talked about the Rise vs Silas. We talked about Aphelios having pushed the bot side. Casters in the mid lane. Forge Flash. All right, well, Yu Yanja has just set off recalling, whereas Chocho is making a beeline straight across the map, but it's going to be a smite fight, and Caster's going to beat ZDZ, who doesn't have smite. In comes Jingtian. Showstopper comes through on Xiao Hao. There's the Haymaker. He will go down. Top Esports in full retreat here. Well, they got the Herald, and they got away with it.
Yeah, still a win for Top Esports. Herald for a kill. You take that one, but Rogue Warriors trying to do as much as possible to sort of make things a little bit more even. Taking that blue buff for Forge there, taking a kill onto Xingtian, and do you not see? Oh, Engage coming in.
Pick coming out here off the back of it. Knight getting on top of Forge. No realm up this time, buddy. And Knight grabs himself the kill. The wave.
Yeah, and it's trying to fish for those windows where you can use a Herald, but you have to be pretty cautious. If you try and do it without a wave, obviously the opportunity got punished.
Oh, we've got a big 1v1 actually. They're going to commit to this one. Showstopper comes through, but the Dominus is enough. ZDZ just destroys him.
Yeah, just
full information that this is going on. Chocho has finally spotted that one out. Those wards in that corner can be very pesky, very difficult to deal with because sometimes they're not always spotted.
To really take him down, and the Renekton with the Dominus down as well, a lot of sustained damage, and we do see the Herald thrown down top. They're all up in a dive on the back of this.
I'm going to try and get the kill. That's one down, and Jingtian flashes out to safety. The Herald got the charges off.
2 items is probably going to be enough. Their mid-game spike is really strong.
It is.
Has to be respected, and it looks like, the Herald play is done by Rogue Warriors, but because they commit so many resources up there, they leave that top bot lane exposed. Top Esports trying to get this tier 2 tower, and we do see Rogue Warriors bot lane come to defend, though.
Yeah, we've got a fight on our hands. It's going to be Jingtian in trouble. Showstopper outside of his Haymaker is there as well. Jingtian will go down for his trouble. There are 3 men under this tower. And I don't know why Top Esports are pushing so hard for this one. Knight has to back away next, but it's a double kill into the pocket of Betty. That couldn't have gone much worse, because Xiao Hao and Forge have got a charge. Rogue Warriors. I wasn't sure whether to bring this up before the game, and I decided not to because it seemed a little bit too tenuous. But if you think back to last split, Rogue Warriors, they managed to defeat.
Train will continue to the next station, and I think it should be, a strong first game for them.
Oh, Betty's gone too far forward, though, and he's just removed from play. Top Esports, you make a tiny mistake, and they take you apart. Betty got bait for the Drake when you can just go straight away. Top Esports don't even know it's happening. They are completely unaware. Rogue Warriors have pulled the wool over Top Esports' eyes. They've taken the Baron before the trade even needs to happen. Now 15 seconds until the Drake is up. Jackie Love gets tagged by a Q. He will back away. Rogue Warriors are like, look, we still don't need the Drake. We can just push with a Baron wave onto this mid tower. There's a little replay on the bottom right of the Realm Up to get the carries into the pit. Now face checking into this river. Top Esports have already started the Drake off. Rogue Warriors do want to contest here. Jagged could be in trouble, but he flashes into the Dragon Pit. Could have a 50-50. Xiao Hao moving over. No smite for Xiao Hao, so this should be Top Esports Drake coming through. And now the rest of the fight. Showstopper in. There's a Haymaker on 3 as well. Jingtian, huge engage. But do they have the damage to finish the fight? Knight stuck at the front line. It's Jackie free firing though. Rogue Warriors getting low on this one. And this
continuing that momentum, but they've definitely put themselves in a good spot.
You do have to wonder as well, does it count as rolling a 3 if it's not 369 on the roster? We'll have to see. Jingtian on the flank though. Could have another huge set engage. In he goes with the showstopper. The rest of the team here to follow up the Haymaker onto 2. ZDZ on the front line. But it is only Yu Yanja to go down. The damage was there. Karsa gets the kick onto Betty. What a play from Karsa. Realm Warp out to safety though. Still 4 strong, but the 3 players remain from Top Esports. It's Jackie, Karsa, and Knight. 3v4 here. Knight with the Zhonya's has Kingslayer available. Flashes away. There's one for Jackie as they look for a little bit more as well. Karsa gets the red buff. The slow's coming down on Xiaohao. Chocho 1 HP. Forge getting tagged by the W. Taken down by Knight. Double kill for Knight as they look for a little bit more as well. Rogue Warriors consistently falling apart in these fights.
And it's just a flank pressure
by the Rogue Warriors support. But now, Drake coming up in 1 second's time, and Rogue Warriors, they're just looking for mid lane towers. They don't care about this Drake. Jackie going to be soloing the Drake as the rest of Top Esports move over to try and contest. It's Karsa to finish this one off. Early smites just to get it done as fast as physically possible. We'll take the Drake. That's
going into team fights on the back of that and much more comfortable. See Chocho
Jackie with his signature E forward, so now he's in trouble. Xiaohao's going to be locked in his tracks. I think Jagilov's going to be okay on this one. Karsa backs out as well, but the rest of the fight going to ensue as in goes Knight in the middle of everyone. Zhonya's to keep himself safe. Health bar's getting pretty low on Rogue Warriors, but Forge chunking out the damage here as Qingtian goes down. That EQ combo from Forge just annihilated Top Esports.
Yeah, and you can see the difference between getting on the backline and kind of just being shredded by this AoE. Betty and Forge just doing so much damage in those clumped up fights, and you have to approach these intelligently. And this actually could be a favorable scenario for Top Esports because they're all corralled into the pit.
This is we've seen Top Esports do this plenty of times before. Knight looking to get in the pit. Karsa gets it! Karsa, you beautiful man. That's his signature Lee Sin. He sacrificed his life to get this steal. Can the rest of the team get out, though? In they go. Xiaohao closing the gap. Forge is getting low as well. Yuanja's off on the backside. He's buying time all across the entire team. And Rogue Warriors, they're falling apart here. Betty in a 1v1 with Jangulum. Chocho next to him falls down. Knight closes the gap onto Betty as well. The double for Knight. And how do they do it every single time, Orcs? How is it possible?
They angered Rogue Warriors. They're like, we want to fight. You took the Baron off us. We want answers. And Top Esports are able to play with that, kiting back. You see Betty trying to push forwards, but he's not able to deal with Jackie Love. That frozen heart makes him too tanky. And now it's 3 members against 2. They have the Baron buff. They might just push for the end here. This is Jackie Love Knight so strong right now.
This is just classic Top Esports. Xiaohao has to start a fight here, has to try and do something, but the towers are going to be taken down. That's half of Forge's health just from the Haymaker. His team as Rogue Warriors group up and look to move through this jungle. Keep your eyes on Chocho. What he can block with the Unbreakable will be crucial in the fight, but Knight already stolen an ultimate, so that can't be blocked this time. Everfrost goes wide, and now Jackie Love east forward. Qingtian's behind everyone. All of the AoE goes through, and the game might just be over, Orcs. Rogue Warriors, they gave us a good showing. They gave us a good early game, but they fall apart when it matters the most, and Qingtian gets a bit of redemption with a triple kill. After a rough early game, he takes over the fights.
And we see Knight and Jackie Love absolutely on fire in these fights. Rogue Warriors just unable to set up for these team fights, unable to find a 5v5 with a backline safe. Qingtian consistently finding these engage angles just to shut down this Aphelios, and it just shows the sort of caliber of this team. The early game, bit rough. The draft obviously didn't help them out, but when it comes to the mid game onwards, when it comes to those team fights, they are absolutely on fire.